hadn't heard from her. Maybe by like 10 o'clock I called her house. Brad answered. And
that's right. Let's get it done. What's going on, guys? Elgin here. Just on the treadmill, as I'm sure you guys can tell. Doing 20 minutes to start with. Then we're going to do some other stuff, sit-ups, maybe do some curls, stuff like that. And we're going to finish back up on here. So, see you guys in a little bit. Hang on to it.
What?
Hold it for me, like this.
Yes?
Yep. Point it at me so you can see me on there. Can you see me?
Fact. The defendant Googled where he's going to place his
What is this?
Fact. The router that can help him automate a phone call is also now missing. Fact. Nancy Cooper never left that house in morning of July 12th.
So, the jurors adjourned to deliberate. Guilty of first-degree murder, second-degree.
Alright guys, did some sit-ups and whatnots. I really couldn't film because I forgot my tripod at home. So I'm back on the treadmill for round 2. And then we're going to wrap it up for this part of the day. See you in a while. Hey there everybody. Just got home. I know I should be have a jacket on. But it rained all night last night and most of the morning. And all the snow we had for the most part has disappeared. And the ground's still frozen, so the water's sitting on the ground. But as you can see on me and falling around me, we're getting more snow. It's nice wet snow, so it should pack good. So maybe we'll get a snowball fight if enough of it falls down. That should be a lot of fun. Hey there everybody, how's it going? So, I got some awesome news today. Found out that I'm going to be leaving in the next week to head to work. I've been going absolutely nuts sitting at home, so I'm excited to do that. So there will be more details coming with that, and I am just stoked. I don't know about you guys, but you know, you get some time off, and it's nice at first, but then you start to go crazy. So super excited about all of that. So there will be some awesome things for you guys to see in the coming weeks, as well as once I do get to work, the vlogs will probably be a little shorter. I will show whatever I can, but I know that at least the last week that I'm going to be down in Houston, it is crazy. So it may just be some one takes of me talking to you guys in the mornings, or going ahead and just talking to you guys at night. Not sure exactly what all is going to happen with that yet. We may end up getting more footage than I think, but yeah, so that's what I have. Getting ready to go ahead and answer my questions that you guys gave. So there will be some answers coming. I want to thank you guys for those. Alright, question number 1 comes from YouTube user Live on Air. Thank you for your question. And it is, what was one of the funniest moments of my life so far? And I have to say that I am pretty lucky in the fact that funny stuff. I love funny stuff. I love doing funny stuff, practical jokes, all that kinds of things. I think laughter is one of those important things in life that you need to have. But one of the things that comes to mind is one time I was probably 22, 23 years old, and it was a friend's birthday, and she had wanted me to sing a karaoke song. So I told her that I would. It was her birthday. She'd go up, pick any song that she wanted to, and I would sing it. And next thing you know, 10, 15 minutes later, the DJ calls me up, and the music starts, and it happens to be Shania Twain, I Feel Like a Woman. I look at my friend, and I'm just like, really? I can't back out of it because I gave my word. And luckily, right as the music was starting and I was doing the look, I had a couple of buddies show up at the bar. They saw me up there and they came running up on stage, and we ended up singing the whole song. So that's probably one of the most memorable for me. There's a lot of other things I'm sure that I could tell, but for some reason when I saw that question, that's the first thing that popped into my mind. All right, we also got some questions from Schmumpkin 2. Again, thank you for your questions. The first question you asked was proudest moment of my life. And that one was kind of difficult. But as I've thought about it, I can tell you that in different stages of my life, I was very proud that when I worked at Walmart, of all places, that I made it 5 years. I got a certificate and all of that stuff, and I wanted to be a manager at the time, and I was very proud that I did that. And at that point, that may have been one of them. Next probably would have been once I left Walmart and I got a job in sales for sewer equipment. That once I finally got into the groove and was able to demo and saw all the different sales come in, that was another proud moment in my life. But I have to say that probably in the last couple of years, one of the proudest moments in my life, which it's not monumental by any means, but the fact of just being me, and not being defined by a job, as those last two examples. My whole life I had always been told, you've got to do this, you got to do that, and you'll get this and you'll get that. And those things may be true to a certain degree, but I think to be yourself, to do what you like, to be a good person, is probably the proudest moment in my life, is when I came to realize that it doesn't matter what anybody else does. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, as long as you're doing what you think is right. And that's probably my proudest moment at this point. The next question you ask, is there any place I would like to travel, and where would that be? I was very fortunate when I was in the sales job that I have got to go to all lower 48 states and almost all of the lower provinces in Canada. And I think if I was going to go anywhere, because I've had the opportunity of going to Mexico before, that I would like to go to Hawaii and Alaska and hit the rest of the provinces in Canada, so I can say that I've been all over North America. But ultimately, I'd love to travel anywhere. But I've always had a fascination with Alaska, and the next trip I take, when I actually have the money and I'm going to go somewhere and I'm going to do something, would be there. I just think that it's a beautiful place, and it would be amazing to visit there. One other thing I would like to do with that, to a lesser degree, and this may be happening in the near future, my old roommate lives in Northern California. I've never seen the redwoods, and I think that it would be absolutely awesome to go see the redwoods and be able to walk in the forest. Let's see. The next question you ask is, have I ever broken a bone before? Yes. The first time, I'll put that in quotes, I actually fell out of a tree house. I ended up just spraining my ankle, but they thought it was broke. I had a cast. Within a week, I was walking on the cast, went back in, they re-x-rayed it, and I was fine. Other than that, I was in 8th grade, and I played football, and went to catch a punt, and I actually broke this pinky. It was just a hairline fracture. But being a kid, you know, when you hear those things, you know, your parents talking about how much money it costs, this, that, and the other stuff, that when I broke this pinky, I didn't go to the doctor. And as you can see, it's kind of weird looking. And I broke it so many times now, and this is very disgusting. So if you guys don't like this, let's see here. I can actually bend the knuckle backwards there. So I'll definitely put, there's that. So thank you for your questions, and sorry that was so gross. All right, our next question comes from Dave, and his question is, what was the worst thing I did as a kid and got away with? And one thing that I did not get away with. When I was a kid, I was a hellion. If my parents told me to do something, I'd find a way to be able to do it. And 9 times out of 10, I would get caught. One of the worst things I ever did as a kid, there is a abandoned school in the town that I live in. And back behind the school was a bunch of old cars, and I had a BB gun at the time. And we were shooting birds, but I ended up shooting a window out, and the cars were scrap cars anyways, so it's not like it really would have mattered. But I absolutely freaked out, and I'd never got in trouble for that, and I think this is the first time publicly I've ever brought that up. And one thing that I did not get away with, there's a park here in the town that I live, and when I was in like junior high, you know, cussing was a really cool thing. You know, use swear words all the time. And a bunch of us kids were down there, and we were yelling out every cuss word we could think of, this, that, and the other stuff. And the other thing. I got home, and my dad's standing in the yard, and he's like, what do you think you're doing? And I was like, coming home? And he's like, no, down at the park. I was like, what are you talking about? And unbeknownst to me, it's open field from the park to my parents' house, so everything that I yelled, they heard, and everyone else in town heard. So all of us kids ended up getting in trouble for that. So again, I thank all of you guys for your questions. This has been fun. I appreciate your views, and you guys taking the time out of your day to watch and actually ask. So we'll see you later when I wrap things up for the. Hey there, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up early tonight. Not doing anything that much fun anyways. Again, I thank all of you for your questions and taking your time out to do that. I appreciate it. I've got Chubbs here. He missed me while I was outside. He sticking right by me now that I'm back in the house. But I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your days to ask questions, to watch my videos, to share and like and all of that stuff. So thank you. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.